Hi, what's going on? It's Bobby Skinner talking football, doing a new video series that I'm really excited about. It's the 4 best runs that I saw each week. So I don't get to see every run. So if you feel I left one out, tweet at me at Bobby Skinner _ or leave stuff in the comments. And I want to do this each week, and I think this is going to be a fun video series. So let's get right into it. My top 4 runs of the week, and at 4 we're starting with the Cleveland Browns and Nick Chubb. Okay, big run, wide open hole. How does this happen? Because of beautiful football. That's how it happens. So we're gonna start. And this is honestly more of an O-line series than it is a running back, but it's all good. We're gonna start with David Njoku. So you see this block and like, wow, okay, David Njoku did his job, but he really helped this thing pop. So what does he do? Watch, see how. He's got his eyes down at like, hey, I got to get to 7. That's my goal. But he gives enough of a hand to impact, not impact him as far as like blowing him off the ball or anything, but have this end's eyes on him to squeeze down the gap or what. And how that sets this up is because Bettino, number 75, he's trying to kick him out. And if Njoku just off the snap just screams down, well, guess what this end's going to do? His eyes are on what's coming next. They're not going to leave me unblocked. So he would be taught to spill inside of Bettino. But because Njoku just gives him a little bit, occupies him, Bettino's able to get inside leverage on him. You want your helmet inside his helmet. In the end, at this point, knows I can't spill inside this. I just got to go, I just got to get as low as possible so this guy doesn't blow me up. How else does it happen? Well, the center, Ethan Pokic, wrap around. He's looking for number 21, Chin. I don't know what Chin's doing on this. I don't know what he's reading. But hey, he just blocked himself. So get out on your horse and go. Now, part of me wishes Chubb would have just hung around behind him, but I get it. You're a running back. He's a center. He's a lot slower than you. But again, good run. And then the unsung hero on this block is number 77, Wyatt Teller, because he has the hardest block out of everybody, but again, it's the one that gets the most unnoticed. He's got to cross his face across this nose tackle. That's a hard block to make. Now, luckily, this nose tackle doesn't follow the hip of the center like he is taught to. But nonetheless, this is still a hard block to make. You got to have some athleticism to get out of your stance, do this reach block, and flip your hips. And, try and flip your hips around. And then he puts that right hand in and just drives. And it allows Nick Chubb to get a 25-yard run. So that's number 4. Number 3, I'm a New York Giants fan. I wanted this to be at number 1, but it's number 3 for me. Just pin and pull. Bam, Saquon Barkley, 68 yards. How does it happen? Well, we're pinning with Andrew Thomas down block, Daniel Bellinger down block. Again, it doesn't have to be great. This is probably more running back than O-line than it is any of the other runs that we go through. But you just got to occupy these guys. And then you got Josh Azudu, number 75, and John Feliciano, 76, out and pulling. So these 2 guys are occupied. They're working to these 2 players. Now, Fulton slips this, but it doesn't matter because Saquon's speed, that if you go outside of this, you're taking yourself out of the play. Feliciano does a good job, doesn't do a great job, but does a good enough job to just get a hat on a hat here. Ideally, you want to get to his outside shoulder, but that's where Saquon Barkley is back and special because his speed doesn't matter, and he ruins 37's angle. Just the explode. Just gliding on the field. Bam. Up the flag line. 68 yards. Number 2, we're looking at Taysom Hill, the QB / running back / tight end. He had a 57-yard run on Sunday. How did it happen? Well, first of all, this QB run, where it helps, is against a loaded box. Now, technically, the Falcons have 2 more players than blockers. But or if this was just a regular quarterback and they're handing the ball off. But because the quarterback is running, well, now you've created yourself an extra gap. So they have 9 defenders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 defenders. And now we have 8 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now 8 because the QB's not just handing the ball off and being out of the play. So they're running QB Power O. How does this happen? Juwan Johnson, 83 and 82. They're down blocking. So they're down blocking to here and here. You want to get your helmets on the outside of them. Good job by Juwan Johnson just firing out and getting to this block. And then the fullback, Austin Prentice, he's kicking out. So Power O is where you have your fullback kicking out, and then your guard or your tackle from the backside pulling around and lead blocking. Does a good job kicking this out. Maybe doesn't get the movement that he would like, but nonetheless, you get your job done. You have your helmet inside his helmet. That's what you want. And now you want 75, Andrews Pete, to get his helmet inside here. But Taysom Hill, he's in a hurry. Taysom Hill, look at, hand on the back. Follow your blockers. You can't follow your blocker any better than that. Hand on the back, direct, guide him. Let him know where you are, and go. And go. And who said Taysom Hill is a bad player? And then make a guy miss. Bam, make a guy miss. Juwan, I know you're a converted wide receiver tight end. I'd like you to make this block, but nonetheless, you do occupy the player. And you got yourself a 57-yard run for Taysom Hill. And now for my favorite block of the week by DeAndre Swift and the Detroit Lions. Lions are running wham. And this is just beautiful because it's trickeration. It's smoke and mirrors. So this ends up being a 51-yard run. Like, oh, wow, that's a cool run. But why is this so cool to watch? Because we just watched some guys pull, right? They're always pulling to the side that the running back's going. Not this play. We've got guys pulling to the opposite way of the run. Why would you pull to the opposite way of the run? I'll tell you why. Linebackers, they're reading the guards. The guards tell you where the play is going. So when the guards pull, guess what? The linebackers are now flowing the opposite way of the run. And that allows Frank Ragnow, Penei Sewell, one of my favorite players to watch in the NFL. These are hard blocks to make. If they were just running to this side, it's so hard to, linebackers are better athletes than O-linemen, and you don't have the angle. It is really hard to make those blocks. But because of these pullers influencing these linebackers, well, guess what? I mean, this is how you draw it up. And we got these two guys in sync. They got good angles. They're not out of control. Bam. Seal it off. These guys are kicking these two players out. Now let's watch Taylor Decker and TJ Hawkinson. Taylor Decker's going to block this man out. TJ Hawkinson is going to block down on 97, which influences Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, and that allows Amon-Ra St. Brown to come in and block it. I'm telling you, this is like when you're drawing it up on the whiteboard, it doesn't get any better than this. Every man accounted for. Great block, great blocks all across the board. Like, this is perfect blocking, and I don't know if we'll ever surpass this run in all 18 weeks of the NFL season. Because guess what? They tell your running back, these guys block everyone up. You got one guy to make miss, and well, does he make James Bradbury miss? Bam, cut, go. Get on your horse and run. The only other player who can make a play on this is if the backside corner comes in pursuit, and that's the only player that does. And Darius Slay. And get up and let him know. Let him know. That's big boy football. So I hope you guys like this series. Again, if Sunday, if your favorite team makes a run on this, please tweet at me at BobbySkinner_, or leave a comment and we'll try and get to them. This was fun to watch, man. And if you're a Detroit Lions fan, like, you should be showing this. Like, that's teach tape. That is, when you're teaching that wham play, this is what you do. If you're a football coach and you see this play, you need to clip it and show this to your players, because, I mean, that was perfectly ran. So appreciate you guys. I think you guys can tell I'm excited. I'll see you on the next video. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let's go to the football. Let's go run the damn ball.